Hey, we want you guys to know that our team is still out there. We're looking for all the latest new equipment that's out on the floor at ICAST. As we find it, we're going to go over and do a video on it. We're going to upload it so you guys can sit back behind your computers and make the best decisions you possibly can before you reach in to spend some of that hard-earned cash. Next up, from Okuma, we're going to look at a brand new series of salmon trolling rods. Stick with us. Hey, we're here with John Bretza. He's our tour guide. Been walking us through all the Okuma new gear, Director of New Product Development. Really appreciate you going through all this stuff with us, John. Tell us what you have.
Well, what we have here is a Coldwater Rod series. This is a salmon, trout. It's a trolling rod series.
Got it.
Guys trolling with downriggers, dipsy divers, planers, even copper line, stainless steel wire line. And what we've done with this rod is we've tried to improve the angler efficiency as well as the feel on the water. So when you hook a fish, you got a rod combo that's going to be really nice when you mount up a nice line counter reel on this. It's not going to be real clumsy. Most rods in the market that are used for, say, downrigger trolling fishing are going to be a glass blank. Big diameter, they're going to be heavy, they're parabolic. This particular rod is graphite.
Really?
24-ton carbon. It's not something you normally see at all. So it's going to be more responsive. So when that fish pops the clip on that downrigger, guess what? You can get that hook into them a little easier. It's not going to have that real slow, non-responsive recoil on the rod. You're going to hang that fish. You're going to get a lot better hook sets.
But it's still got enough flex up top for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've tested these rods because we had a little concern originally. Carbon rods, it's a different concept. We've had it in the market for over 2 years being tested. Europe's already been selling it for a year, but in the States we've been testing for 2 years. Huge success over in Europe with this rod, but again, you'll see how small that blank diameter is if you look at a lot of trolling rods in the market. Real low profile guides with the stainless steel inserts helps make the rod really lightweight. Just a real user-friendly concept when you're out there fishing. The foregrip, you've got a real nice flat taper here so that, you know, if with the downrigger, when you're hooked up, the downrigger is so parabolic that it's curled over all day long. So sometimes when you do that, you have lines sometimes cut through the foregrip. You know, if you have a low profile reel with this flat groove on the top, it's not going to do that. But we've taken out just enough EVA that it's not going to mess with the integrity or, you know, the features of your grips. The rear grip's EVA, so it's going to be nice and comfortable. Also really lightweight. You have a screw down reel seat, which is very important when you're downrigger fishing. Because if you're downrigger fishing and that reel seat unscrews, backs off, guess what? The reel wants to fall off. When it's screwed down, there's less tendency for that to back off in a downrigger application. You got the rubberized gimbal in the back area. The nice feature about this is there's always that debate. Do I need a gimbal? Do I not need a gimbal? When you're talking about salmon trolling rods. We wanted to kind of squash that whole debate, and we are going to offer what looks like a traditional butt cap, but it's got the crosshairs on there, so it will lock up. So in that downrigger, that rod's sitting perfectly straight. It's not going to be off field.
Right, it's not going to kick over to the side, sure.
Which is very important because when that rod's completely bent over, you don't want that line touching the rod blink. And if it is rolled over, it's not going to, you know, maximize the performance value of the rods.
Right.
But the Coldwater, this is an upper end rod series starting at about an $89 retail price point, you know, manufacturer suggested. But the rods are all two-piece construction, so they're split right in the middle of the rod. They start at a 7-foot rod and go all the way up to 10.5-foot rod. But these are very technique specific. So if you're running planers, running downriggers, dipsy divers, there's going to be a rod for you in this series.
Super. That's the Coldwater rod from Okuma. John, thanks for going through that with us.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. Lots more new products coming your way. Some from Okuma, some not from Okuma. Our team's out on the aisles right now looking for new stuff to bring you. We're not done yet. We're here almost live at ICAST in Las Vegas. Stick with us.